All right, so AEW's Revolution 2023. This wasn't a bad pay-per-view, actually. This was actually a pretty good pay-per-view, to be quite honest with you. But we're not going to waste any time. Let's get straight to it. We kicked the night off with Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho, and thank the wrestling gods. Ricky Starks defeated Chris Jericho. The match was all right. I'm actually surprised they start this match off. I thought they were going to kick the show off surprisingly with the main event or the Texas Death Match, the match to really get people hyped up for the show. But I mean, I thought this matchup was fine. It needed to be what it needed to be. But I'm very glad that Ricky Starks got the win over Jericho. Jericho did not need this win at all. It had to go to Ricky Starks. And hopefully, prayerfully, this is truly the end of Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho. And Ricky Starks can go on to truly get to the top spot of AEW. Now, we had a final burial matchup between Jungle Boy Jack Perry, who defeated Christian Cage. And actually, I thought this matchup was pretty good for what it was worth. Jungle Boy put Cage in the coffin, and the coffin dropped. So I don't know if this means that Christian Cage is gone now forever. I don't know if he's gonna be gone for a few weeks or a few months. I don't know, but this was good for Jungle Boy. He needed this win more than Christian Cage. Kind of like Ricky Starks. This is definitely gonna help. Not just motivate Jungle Boy, but really help him get up there. You know what I'm saying? And top of the AEW mountain. So he needed this win more than Christian Cage. But I thought Christian Cage did well as the heel and the villain of this story. And because this is the final burial, this is the end of their story. So we'll see what happens next. So the next match was a six-man tag team match play for the AEW World Trios Championship. House of Black taking on and defeating the Elite. They are the new Trios champions. And honestly, this matchup was actually pretty good. I like the little sequence we had with Malachi Black and Kenny Omega, considering this was the first time they faced off. I really like the spot where Kenny actually V-triggered freaking Julia Hart. I thought that was a really cool spot. But House of Black winning here, honestly, hopefully this means that House of Black can start getting booked more, you know what I'm saying? Like, considering that this feud the build up wasn't really all that. Some would say it was probably surprising House of Black won, but they honestly really needed it more than the Elite because House of Black, come on, they got to get shown more, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully this leads to that a lot because House of Black, it's House of Black. So, yeah. So, three-way dance. Jamie Hayter retaining her title against Saraya and Ruby Soho. This match was all right. Actually, no, I thought the match was mad, to be honest with you. It was mad. Jamie Hayter retained her title. That's all that mattered. But I did not. I mean, you you built it Ruby Soho for months. And yes, she took the pin. Saraya should have been the one to take the pin. But now Ruby Soho turns heel and she's with Saraya and Toni Storm now. So now we're not just gonna see Saraya spray painting people. We're not just gonna see Toni Storm spraying people. We're not gonna see Ruby Soho do it. Like, man. So I guess this is team WWE women versus team. I don't know, but like the outsiders, I don't know. It's just I didn't really care for that. It's Ruby. Granted, she wasn't. They were kind of. She was the punching bag as a baby face, but like this, now she's got to do this dumb stuff with Saraya and Toni Storm. Man, I'm not. I am not. I was not feeling that at all. I'm glad the champion retained though. Hangman defeating John Moxley, Texas Death Match. This was actually one of the better matches of the night, actually. Now, I will say this, because I know there were people online that were crapping on the match, how the match was booked, how the match was looked, which is completely understandable. Like, when it comes to death matches, it's either a hit or a miss for you. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like this match needed what it needed to be. Hangman, Moxley, the end of their feud, beating the hell out of each other. It made sense. Doing whatever it takes to keep each other down. And surprisingly, this is actually the first time that John Moxley tapped out in AEW. He's tapped out before in that other company, but that was a whole different dude. This is John Moxley now. So, first time for everything. Wardlow defeating Samoa Joe. The matchup was kind of meh. You know, you can't really follow up with Hangman and Mox. So honestly, I wasn't surprised that they didn't really do a lot in this match. But Wardlow's the new TNT champion, and I don't know about this dude because Powerhouse Hobbs is challenging for the title on Wednesday. So if Powerhouse Hobbs, which it won't surprise me if he wins on Wednesday, then what was the whole point of having Wardlow win the title? If Wardlow wins and loses it to Powerhouse Hobbs, then him beating Joe didn't mean anything tonight. But we'll see what happens on Wednesday. That'll probably be the main event, actually. Now, we had a Fatal 4-Way tag match. The Guns, this match was really good, actually, which was crazy because this is one of the matches where I was like, man, this match about to be a slow, well, one of them cool down, bathroom break matches. But this match was pretty entertaining. I thought everybody played their role well in this match. But the Guns retained their title. But the big return, man, from FTR. That's right, y'all. FTR are back. What a really cool moment that was for the fans. Yep, FTR here now. They're here to stay. And it looks like they're going to probably be the ones to take the titles off the Guns. So, Guns, you better kiss them titles goodbye because it's coming back home to the real tag team, FTR. In the main event, 60-minute Iron Man match, MJF, Bryan Danielson. I thought the match was actually good. And heading into it, I was like, man, this match probably going to be one of them Iron Man matches that start off slow and it won't get good till about the last 10 to 15 minutes of the match. But surprisingly, MJF and Danielson were able to make do for 60 minutes. Specifically MJF, because it's obviously this is light work for Danielson. 60-minute matches, but for MJF, it's like, oh no. So MJF played his role well. I mean, the dude freaking took a water or a drink and spilled it on a kid. Even I was a little pissed off about that. I was like, that kid needs to get in that ring and attack MJF. Make this a triple threat match or a 2-on-1 handicap match. But that ending, man, was something. It was something, man. That ending was crazy. And I'm really curious to see what's going to happen next on, a lot of stuff going to happen on Dynamite. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I thought the ending was really cool, totally unexpected. And overall, I thought it capped off a pretty good pay-per-view, AEW Revolution, despite the not-so-good build. But anyways, I'm not here to bash them. This was a really good show. So I hope you guys enjoyed my AEW Revolution review. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And so, yeah.